Yo, 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 what is up? We're live. Can you hear me? Let's do all the things. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Are my eyes sufficiently red? Do I look tired enough? These are all the questions I need answered right now. Looks like there's three people in here already. Y'all are on time. That is what's up. Richard says he can hear me. There we go. There we go. That's all the confirmation I needed. Not sure if he can stay. Just wanted to come on and let me know he appreciates the content. I appreciate you appreciating the content. Um, I say that 18 times fast. I like this format better. So there we go. So let's see who's in the room. Let's see who's here. The comic book report. I think you just followed me on Instagram. I feel like I just saw you. You just won Laura's giveaway, right? Or the Married with Comics giveaway. Well, congratulations to you and good luck tonight, sir. Nice, nice. Mi gente. Very cool. So, how's everybody doing? Welcome. Gosh, I'm so terrible at this. Welcome to the Hangout. This is the third episode of the Hangout, if I remember correctly, and this one is special. This is our I Love You 3000 edition. This is the 3000 subscriber celebration. We got a giveaway going on, or a few giveaways going on, actually. What's up, DJ Links? Thank you, man. Thank you. I got to get like DJ Links and get the dope slogan to put on a t-shirt. But anyway, welcome, sir. Welcome. I don't know if I've seen you on a stream before. I know I've seen you on other people's streams. So welcome. Thanks for being here. And the comic book report says, yeah, newer to the community. And yes, I did. Yo, how long have you been into comics? You guys knew this was a Q&A. You didn't know I was the one asking the questions, did you? It's just how it's going. So let's see. Let me just pop in and make sure everything looks good on my side. And this is going to be just a super, like, there's nothing crazy going on here. All right, cool. It's showing up on the channel. Nice. We're just going to do a straight up Q&A. I hope you guys enjoy. This is just the time for us to talk. The last time I did a live stream, like when we did 1,000 subscribers, we didn't get to do much Q&A. The giveaways kind of took over, so I committed. We're going to be here for 2 hours. Well, I'm going to be here for 2 hours. You can stick around as long as you want. But yeah, I'll be here for 2 hours. We'll do some giveaways in the last half of the stream. But for now, we're just doing some Q&A. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Ask any questions that come to mind. DJ Links with the praise hands. Kaysen says, congrats on hitting 3,000 subs. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. The comic book report says he started collecting about a decade ago, took a few years off, and now he's back at it. Yeah, man, if I take a break, well, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I should take a break at some point. My room is full. This room is full, and I just built this room, so it's crazy. Seth calls me Mr. 3000. All I can think of is that Bernie Mac movie, right? When he's like the baseball player. I don't think I ever actually watched that movie. I just saw like bits and pieces of it. Boom by yeah. Congrats on 3K. Congrats on that avatar, sir. Grown up Gerald. That's the look we all need. But thank you. Thank you. Joseph Batiste. Shane Battier. I'm joking. What's up, man? Smiley face. Thumbs up. I can get with that. Do I look like an emoji right now? Anyway. Larry says, good evening, K-Squad. Good evening to you, sir. Ben Uncle says, BJ Kicks issue 3000. I'm getting all the covers. Congrats. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ben Uncles. Ben Uncles, is that your real name? Like, it's just ironic, you being a comic fan and all. Looks like DJ Links and Philly Born seem to know each other. What's up, dudes? What's up? Glad you could reunite. Dream Eater says, congrats on 3,000. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I should congratulate you guys on 3,000. Man, 3,000. It was a interesting milestone to hit. I felt like my channel had hit a stride. Like we were just really rapidly growing kind of early on, honestly. It was like we kind of hit our first 100 and then just like didn't look back. We hit 1,000. within a couple of months. And I think we hit 2,000 within like 6 weeks of that. And yeah, so 3,000 is when things like, or the road to 3,000 was the harder road. You know, you guys know my daughter was born prematurely back in March. My content slowed down, but at the same time, it kind of accelerated because I was on leave from my job. So I was making a video every day just to keep my mind off of that hospital journey and all that. Once she came home, which was at the beginning of last month, that's when things really went crazy. Like I would go weeks without publishing content. And things definitely slowed down. But I'm just grateful for you guys for sticking around and for the new people that have been able to find the channel in this time. And I appreciate you guys, you know, not hounding me, not like harassing me or anything, but just enjoying the content when it comes. I really appreciate that. Stephen O'Neill, what's up, dude? What is up? Is that Captain America on the brim of your hat? Or is that like in the background? I assume it's a hat. Haya says, congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Why does your spelling go bad after 7? Is that when you start drinking? Like, what's going on? But yeah, so, excuse me. Before, I should have like not bought a big soda and like actually started drinking water. That's the professional thing to do. But who says we're professional here? So before we go any further, I do want to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor and sponsor of this stream, Organic Priced Books. You can save $2 on every order at organicpricedbooks.com just by saying my name at checkout. Yes, just use the coupon code BJKicks, all one word, and you'll save $2 off every order every time. They're the best place to look for collected editions, trade paperbacks, oversized hardcovers, omnibus editions, all that. It's all there. Mojo Quid says, congrats on 3,000, big homie. I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it. Steve says, feel like we bros. So happy to see you. I appreciate that, man. Wheelchair Superhero 87 says, congrats. Thank you, sir. Wheelchair Superhero, by chance, did I see you at Ultimate Comics this past weekend? I mean, it'd be a wild coincidence. I mean, not really a coincidence. I did have my bookmark in the bags, but I feel like I may have seen you. John Della Rose says, congrats. Much appreciated, sir. And let's see. Congrats on the 5K, getting it out early. Thank you. Thank you. I think it means 4. Thanks for the space you created here in the K Squad. Much appreciated. I appreciate you guys joining. That's been the best part about this whole community or this whole YouTube journey has been growing the community. I wanted to create a space to talk comics. I don't necessarily look like most of the other comics fans on YouTube. Obviously, I'm not the first Black guy to read a comic book, like obviously. But I just felt like the conversation around comics, especially along race lines, just kind of looked kind of crazy. So when I came in, I wanted to have a space where we could just talk comics. We don't have to talk politics. We don't have to talk like crazy. But I just appreciate you guys coming and joining the community and keeping it about comics. That's dope to me. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw you in line. I mean, because you were in the wheelchair with the Batman hat and the Batman shirt like you have in the Avatar. Only thing is, I don't remember you having a beard, but you had a mask on. You had a mask on. But anyway, I appreciate you stopping by the channel, and I hope you have fun on this stream. Tim is a Navy veteran and a lifelong comic book lover. He loves the channel. He says, congrats. Thank you, sir. And thank you for your service. One of my homeboys is in the Navy. He just enlisted like last year. And I think he's stationed somewhere in California. I want to say San Diego. He just recently went to like an Oakland A's game or something. Anyway, all besides the point. Harris says, what's good, BJ? Life is good, man. I can't complain. I've got beautiful family. My 11-year-old starts middle school next week. I went to orientation today. And first of all, that middle school is huge. Like it looks like it's about it. The size of that middle school rivals the size of like a community college. So that's been really cool. But anyway, my point is life is good. I've got my baby girl. She's finally home from the hospital. She's growing. And yeah, I love life right now. I got a YouTube channel where I get to talk about comic books, like just books with pictures on them. Like there's nothing to complain about in life. So that's what's good. Steven says, I found you looking for static content and found so much more. You got me inspired to make my own channel. Thanks for everything. Yo, that's what it's about, man. No problem. I enjoy creating content centered around Milestone Media. If they would pay me, I would just make my channel a Milestone Media channel. But nah, it's been really cool learning. Obviously, I discovered Milestone. Okay, cool. But yeah, I discovered Milestone kind of just through my rediscovery of comics in the last year and a half. I knew about Static Shock. I knew Static was a comic book, but I didn't really know much about the rest of the Milestone universe. And I just decided, you know what? Static was fetching crazy prices. And so I was like, well, I'll just collect all the other Milestone books and eventually I'll get back to Static. But I've been really lucky on eBay and like different comic groups and stuff like that to be able to complete most of the run. As we speak, I need 3 issues of hardware, issue 46, issue 49, and issue 50. And I need like 4 issues of Static. And I'm slowly piecing them together. But through that, like just journey collecting, I've been able to learn so much. I've been able to meet creators. I've had a conversation with Dennis Cowan. Like that's insane. So I'm very grateful for Milestone and everything they brought to comics, and for the love of the comic community. So I say all that to say, no problem. You don't thank me, thank yourself because you're dope. I did the video. I recorded a video, but the video, like when I watched it back, it wasn't structured at all. It was just me ranting about X-Men. So I was like, maybe I should like do this again. I feel like I'm too close to this camera. Let me try to push it back some. That didn't really help much, but let's see. But yeah, so as far as X-Men, I still like the X-Men. I still love the X-Men, but I feel like the X-Men is just like way more broad than it is deep. Like every time I read a new X-Men book, I feel like here's what it is. I've been reading X-Men for 2 years now since House of X and Powers of 10. And it feels like we're still in the beginning of the story. And I just thought we'd be further along. I thought there'd be more revelations at this point. I don't necessarily hate anything I'm reading. I just wish it would move a little faster. That's where I'm at. So spoiler alert, if you're waiting for that video, that's the polished statement that I'll make at the end. Rich says, I don't know how people can constantly collect these days. Back in my day, comics were 65 cents. Inflation stinks. Man, 65 cents. I don't know. I feel like the oldest books I have, well, no, I got a couple 12-cent books. But man, 65-cent comics, that'd be awesome. Inflation does stink, especially when wages don't rise to match inflation. You can never really believe memes that you see online these days, but I remember seeing one that was like the cost of rent in 1965, the average like wage in 1965, cost of rent now and the average wage now. And it was like the cost of rent had like tripled and the average wage had gone up like 15%. Like it was crazy. But anyway, another topic for another time. But yeah, man, this is a Q&A. I feel like I should put that on the screen or something. Ask me anything. Let's get this done. Let's do that. So this is me trying like super hard to do this like while I'm doing other things. All right, there we go. I put ask me anything in the middle. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great time. Hope you guys are having You know what? I'll ask you the questions instead of waiting for questions. What are you guys reading? What's your favorite book right now? What's your favorite series out right now? That's what I want to know. If I have to pick a favorite right now, um, my favorite ongoing right now is Nightwing. I'm loving Tom Taylor's run on Nightwing. But the best issue that I've read recently, I'm gonna give it to Hardware Season 1, Issue 1. I love that book. Um, I was just talking about how much I'm a fan of Milestone Comics, and Dwayne McDuffie's writing on the original 4 Milestone series I really like. It's really nuanced. There's a lot of depth there. As far as the relaunch of Milestone Media, I feel like Hardware got it the best, right? Like there's varying degrees of success, right? There's 2 ways you can go. You can like completely recreate the original, which would be like, why are you doing that? We don't need anything new if we're just going to get the same thing over and over again. I felt like Icon and Rocket kind of went through to that territory. Or you can like completely ignore the source material and do something completely new. And I feel like Static kind of went in that direction. Not quite completely new, but it was definitely unfamiliar if you're someone who read the original series. I felt like Hardware told that line really well. Very faithful to the source material. There's a great tribute to Dwayne McDuffie's original script in that issue, but it still feels new. It's different enough. The stakes are higher. It's more personal. Hardware, issue 1. This dude says, "Hello, BJ. What shirt are you wearing today? Can you show it while standing?" I've never been asked to model my clothes. I got to be careful here. Here we go. This is a Batman versus Superman shirt. This is from, I think, the people that make Funko. I think it's Funko. But yeah, this is a Batman versus Superman shirt. I got it as a part of a mystery box back when I was trying to recapture a Peach Momoko Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cover in the wild. All right, here we go. So Doug remembers when comics jumped to 75 cents and he was so mad. Now they're $6. So it's ridiculous. Like I can go eat or I can buy one comic book. Like that's insane that that's a thing. Have you read any Walking Dead? And if so, would you recommend it to anyone who likes Hellblazer? I've never read Hellblazer. As far as I have like certain limits in comics, right? I don't do like a lot of like sexual content in comic books. So I don't do like adult comics. And then I don't do like demons. I don't do demons in like horror movies or anything. So Constantine, the Hellblazer, I just haven't gotten into. I did like that gosh, what was I about to say? I do like Constantine's appearances in like all the animated stuff. That makes me want to explore it more, but I feel like Constantine's probably just better as part of like the Justice League Dark for me. It's probably as dark as it's gonna go as far as me and comics. So yeah, I haven't read Hellblazer. I also have only read like a few issues of The Walking Dead. They've got this new deluxe series out, and I've mostly been collecting it for the covers. So yeah, just read Noctera 1. Now I have to get all the other issues, hoping it's worth it. I haven't read it. I just picked up issue 6, and I plan to like just kind of binge read them. I don't see an issue 7 listed, so at least you'll be caught up if you get to issue 6. Currently reading Luke Cage by David F. Walker. David Walker, he's writing Bitterroot, and he also did Naomi with Brian Michael Bendis and the Black Panther comic book. He's done a lot of stuff. I didn't even know he had a run on Luke Cage. That might be something I should check out. Comic Book Report always loves Daredevil. I got volume 1 of the hardcover by Chip Zdarsky. I haven't read it yet. I plan to do a review on it later this year. Dream Eater's reading Star Wars High Republic. The covers are dope, but I haven't read that series either. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth on these comics. So Ben Uncle's picked up Hardware number 1. He's a fan of the Question series that Cowan and Sienkiewicz did art on. He's excited to check it out. The art it's really good. Like, I like the art in Icon number 1. I love Nick Draper Ivy's art in Static. But there's something about that Dennis Cowan and Bill Sienkiewicz. Like, Bill Sienkiewicz inks add so much to Dennis Cowan's pencils, but you can still tell that it's Dennis Cowan. Like, that's just how it's just dope. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it because I really like that book. Seth says, which omnibus is currently a favorite? My favorite omnibus right now is the Batman by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Let's see. Yeah, just as far as like what I've read, Batman by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale is my favorite so far. I feel like James Tynion's Detective Comics omnibus, or the Rise and Fall of the Batman, that might overtake it because I love the Bat family, but I haven't finished reading it yet, so I can't say. Let's see. Boom by Yeah gave up floppies because of the budget. He's only doing collected editions now. You know, I've been trying to talk myself out of or into dropping single issues because with YouTube and now a newborn, I hardly ever have time to read my books anymore. Like, I don't know if you see all the way over there, that shelf. If I take this comment away, that shelf, there's actually like 4 stacks of books on. Those like the last few weeks of comic releases that I haven't even read, haven't opened, haven't sorted through them. So they're kind of piling up. They're piling up a lot quicker than I can read them. So I'm probably going to move to collected editions at some point as well, probably by the end of the year, honestly. It's just a little bit easier to keep up with. Only problem with that is I'm going to need more shelves. So, my man Jason says, you're an inspiration to all of us comic collectors and YouTube content creators. I appreciate that. That's dope. Richard's got to quit picking up Walmart 3-packs. Have you gone out there like recently and gotten I know they had like a bunch of random variants, retailer exclusives that people were upset about, or at least the retailers were upset about. Have you struck gold on any of those Walmart packs? I went to the Walmart that I always go to, and every time I go to that Walmart, there's like all of the packs are still in stock, but this time there was none of them. So yeah, it was whack. Have I read the JLA Avengers series? No, I have Marvel versus DC, the trades, like that first thing, but I don't have the JLA Avengers. I should probably just buy the single issues. What I want is that absolute edition, but it's out of print. It's out of print. Ben Uncles says, can we talk about the kicks part of BJ Kicks for a second? Got a favorite pair of Jordans or any particular sneakers grail? My favorite pair of Jordans are the black cement 3s. I really, really wish I had picked up a restock. I think they came back out in 2019. I feel like they came out, maybe it was 2017. Anyway, I still have my 2011 pair of black cement Jordan 3s. And yeah, I wore those until the sole came off. So right now, I've been wearing my sport blue 3s. So it's kind of like blue cement 3s, but I need a pair of black cements. I guess I need to just jump on StockX and buy a pair. I don't buy sneakers anymore. Sneakers are so expensive, says the guy who spends $50 a week on comic books. But sneakers were such an expensive hobby. It's why I jumped out. I just didn't like seeing the register say $200 at one time. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you guys send me a bunch of super chats, I'll go out and treat myself. So let's see. Blaine wants to know my thoughts on I Am Batman. So I actually have a review coming of Next Batman Second Son. I haven't read I Am Batman yet. I Am Batman issue 0 came out last week. As far as the next Batman, the whole Tim Fox, John Ridley series, right? We had the Future State, the next Batman, and that was cool. I felt like it wasn't what I would have expected as like a first introduction to this new Batman, but it was cool. I wanted to know more of like why he was Batman, how that happened. And then we got the next Batman Second Son. I think I need to read one more issue of that series. There were 4 issues in that miniseries. Next Batman Second Son, I felt like was just too much drama. Like I wish they would just mix it in a little bit more. Like give me the family stuff, but give me the action at the same time. I feel like what's going on is John Ridley was supposed to be writing Batman for a much longer time. They abandoned that plan, but he'd already written a bunch, and they just kind of did miniseries all over the place. I feel like if you read it all back to back to back, it'll probably be a little bit better. But because I've read it as a miniseries, thinking it's a separate idea, I keep getting slightly disappointed because no one miniseries that he's done so far has had everything that I want in it. Veith says because he's got to go, he's gonna catch the replay. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, dude. Jason says he loves Superman like you love Batman. I think the best part about Superman is the Superman family. I love Lois Lane. I love Jimmy Olsen. I can appreciate Perry White. It's just Superman himself. It's like, eh. What's your favorite format to read comics? Reading versus collecting. I think single issues. I like reading single issues. You don't get any of that gutter loss that you might get with the hardcovers and stuff like that. It's hard to beat the omnibus or like the deluxe hardcover because now the art is oversized. I really like that format as well. Omnibus, I love for collecting, not as much for reading, just because they're so heavy. Like you kind of have to be sitting at a desk to read an omnibus, at least in my opinion. So I didn't really answer the question. I just gave you pros and cons for each one. Digital's at the bottom of the list, though. I don't like reading comics digitally, unless it's on an iPad, but I don't own an iPad right now. Yeah, Dream Eater, you are correct. There were store exclusives in the Walmart 3-packs. I don't know how many of them were, but they were. Thoughts on I Am Batman and Son of Kal-El. I like Son of Kal-El so far. I only read issue 1. I think issue 2 is out next week, or was it out this week? I think issue 2 is out next week. I enjoyed issue 1. I mean, I enjoy Tom Taylor's writing, and that's that on that. Let's see. YZ is reading the Jeff Lowe Batman Omnibus. You're not going to be disappointed. I love it. Hi is reading New 52 stuff, Batman and Justice League mostly. Those are great books to read. Let's see. I think I've pretty much caught up with the comments. Do I ever dive into Silver Age, content? No. So, and it's Golden Age, then Silver Age, right? My issue with Silver Age comics is they can be really, really wordy. I think for me, it kind of starts with Bronze Age stuff. Like I'm enjoying the little bit of Chris Claremont X-Men that I've read so far, but even that is like super wordy. Like if you go back and read X-Men #1, like it's just word bubble, word bubble, word bubble, and Jim Lee's just drawing whatever he wants, like not even matching. But anyway, for me, modern comics is what I enjoy reading the most. I love the modern art. I love the sparse word balloons so we can look at the action, all the dynamism. Look at me saying big words, but I love all that. I don't do a lot of Silver Age. From what I understand, Silver Age Spider-Man holds up really well. And that'll most likely be the first run I collect of like Silver Age stuff because they're reprinting all those Spider-Man omnis in the next year or so. I read a lot of Silver Age stuff, ironically. Some of it's really funny because of how wordy it is. Yeah, for me, it's like comics is really a luxury. Like it's a luxury of time. It takes me maybe 10 minutes to read a single issue comic book, but that's the modern stuff. The Silver Age stuff, it feels like reading a novel, like not a graphic novel, but a novel. And, I want to be able to read more. I want to be able to enjoy more. I'd have to buy like 4 books a week if they were all Silver Age. JC, you're still confused on the concept of silver, bronze, etc. I got a video for you. It's coming up. I promise. I'm going to break down all the eras, golden, silver. Some would say there's a copper age of comics and modern and bronze, all that. We're going to talk about all of it. Let's see. Shannon says, do you enjoy any AWA Upshot titles besides Grendel, Kentucky? I did enjoy Grendel, Kentucky. But you said besides that, I read Erratic. I enjoyed that. Other than that, I haven't bought a bunch of AWA Upshot books. My understanding is that AWA does all. That's a good point, Star Wars fan. But AWA does like all like 4-issue minis, and so I feel like the best way to enjoy those is probably just to buy the trade. You save some money that way. The modern age is nearly 40 years long. When does the modern age start? It's like 85, right? I think modern is 85 and on. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be another age. I think Jim Mint and Comic Tom did a video about this, like creating a new term for the time period we're in. But yeah, it is funny that that's all considered modern. But I mean, we're kind of running out of metals, right? What are we going to do? The titanium age, the adamantium age? Like DC wouldn't be able to say that. So well, I don't know. If we're in the modern age right now, what's next? Guy, I agree. For me, the modern age starts with like Image Comics and stuff like that. Like that's when I'm looking. Like when I look at classic 90s comics, that's what I consider the modern age. But I think officially the modern age they're saying started in like 85. You know what? DC Comics actually, if you look at if you go to search their comics, they actually will. Oh wait, they switched it. Oh wait, here we go. All right, so DC. Now let me share this with you guys. I'll share my screen. I'm gonna share. All right, let me know if y'all see that. Never mind, you don't have to let me know because I see that you see it. So, according to DC Universe, Golden Age is 1938 to 1956. Silver Age 56 to 71. Bronze was 71 to 86. Modern starts with 1986 to 2011. Excuse me. And then DC put, their own eras for the New 52 and Rebirth eras. I guess Rebirth is technically still going on, even though none of the books say Rebirth on them anymore. So for everyone else, they would say, the modern age was started in 1986 and continues today. But yeah, so it's interesting to see how DC Comics breaks them down. And I wonder, like, why this particular year starts the Silver Age. Yeah, I'm curious to know. So yeah, I mean, looking at Golden Age books, look at this. We got Jay Garrick Flash. Is it Alan Davis? Is that the name of that Green Lantern? Just got like, just look at this. This is whimsical stuff, right? And then looking at the Silver Age of DC Comics, got Wonder Woman. Now we got Barry Allen Flash, Mystery in Space, Strange or Adam Strange. This is back when like the books didn't necessarily they weren't necessarily dominated by the actual single character. Adventure comics is still a thing. But anyway, then we go to the Bronze Age. And you can see the art is just getting better, in my opinion. You can look at these Bronze Age horror comics and whatnot. We're going down such a rabbit hole, but that's what these live streams are about. This is the hangout. This is not structured in any way. It probably should be. Let's see. Alan Scott, you're right. Alan Davis is like a somebody else. Anyway, stop sharing my screen. Kev popped in to say, hey, what's up, Kev? Kev is one of the moderators in the K Squad. He's always posting dope indie comics reviews. So if you're a member of the squad, look out for his posts. They're always really dope. I don't know how he reads as many books as he reads as quickly as he does. Perhaps he doesn't have a newborn or a YouTube channel. That's probably factoring into that, How Rich came back for more. He couldn't stay away. I don't blame you, dog. I don't blame you. Tungsten Age is next. The postmodern age. What am I most excited to read this weekend? Yes, this weekend. What do I put on my calendar? I'm reading a bunch of books that I want to review. So I'm going to finish up the next Batman Second Son and I Am Batman. And then I'm going to binge read James Tynion's Batman. That's what I'm reading this weekend. I got to check out what's coming out next week. There might be a series coming next week that I want to like get ready for and binge read. So I'll let you know. We can look at the solicits in a few. Let's see. Bronze Age Swamp Thing really changed the game. Am I into wrestling? No. I have a friend named Joey who loves wrestling, like all wrestling, amateur wrestling, professional wrestling, high school. No, I'm joking. Maybe not high school, but he loves wrestling. But no, there was one summer I went to New York to visit my grandmother. Grandmother didn't have cable, but we could still get USA somehow. Or was it USA that SmackDown came on? Anyway, we watched Thursday Night SmackDown every week religiously, and I absolutely smelled what The Rock was cooking back then. What's my favorite comic book store that I've been to? My favorite comic book store is Ultimate Comics Raleigh. And I'm not saying that just because they've sponsored a video of mine. They've been my local comic shop for the 2 years that I've been into comics. I've visited other shops. There are things that I appreciate about other shops, but there's no shop that has everything that I love about comics besides Ultimate Comics. And Ultimate Comics Raleigh has the benefit of having staff that I know very well because I see them on a weekly basis. Dan, Casey, and Trevor. I actually grew up down the street from Trevor. But anyway, Dan is a wealth of comic knowledge, and Casey's a joy to talk to. So it's just great. Now they got to pay me for saying that. I'm joking. Folks forgetting the Copper Age, but I'm an old head collector. Actually visiting home in the Bull City this weekend. Yo, 919, stand up. You know what's funny is like the fact that people try to claim the 919 for Durham as if like Raleigh's not here. And we don't do this. Raleigh doesn't do this. Raleigh and Durham are quite divided, actually. But whatever. Anyway, congrats, dude. And hope you enjoy your visit to the Bull. The Bull City's changed a lot. Yo, Ben Uncles with the super chat. I appreciate it, dude. It's not enough for cement threes. Really want to say thanks for almost a year of watching great content. I appreciate the channel. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, man, we've been doing this. Wow. It has been almost a year. I started this channel in November last year. So if you've been down that long, I really appreciate it. That's dope. Nick Collins says he agrees. Have I been to Acme Comics in Greensboro? No, man. I haven't been to Greensboro since I graduated from college. And Acme Comics, if they existed, I didn't know because I wasn't into comics then. But I know that Acme's there, Sailfish is there. I got to go on a trip one day. Like when the world really opens and my baby's not as like young, I want to start like touring and going to different comic shops and doing like video vlogs or whatever. But no, I've never been to Acme Comics. I want to go, though, because they seem dope. Larry Spitzkoff says, what's up? It's 2 a.m. in Germany. That is insane. Man, I appreciate you being up, dude. Let's see. I've been reading the comics as long as you, maybe a bit longer, but continuity still confuses me. What about you? For me, there's so much of what I read now doesn't really depend on continuity. DC has rebooted so many times, and now we're in the infinite frontier where they're basically saying everything you remember, it happened. It may have happened in this universe, it may have happened in another universe, but it all happened, and we'll deal with it when we get to it. That's basically DC's stance right now. So I'm not tripping on continuity. I will say, though, continuity is what keeps me from getting deeper into Marvel comics than I am. Like, I would love to love Spider-Man and all that, but it's like it needs to be rebooted, in my opinion, in order to make it accessible. Maybe there's other ways you can make a book accessible, but I felt like one thing that I like about DC that I know frustrates the older fans all to heck is the reboots. I like having nice entry points into comics. So yes, continuity confuses me. Everybody's saying congrats. I appreciate it, man. It says great content. Thank you. It's half 12 a.m. So half 12 a.m. Is that 12:30 or is that 11:30? And because you're in the UK, should I say half 12 a.m.? These are all the questions I'm asking. See, I know older comic fans hate the reboots because they spent so much time reading. I get it. Like, I don't want to read a book forever and then like all of a sudden nothing I read matters. So I see it from both perspectives, but me being new to comics, I like the benefits of being able to do it. So let's see. Okay, cool. I got some special guests that are going to be joining me here in a few. If you're new here, if you're just joining us, because we got 40 people in here right now, this is the 3,000 subscribers celebration. I wanted to take as much time as possible to do some Q&As, get to know you guys a little bit better. It's different talking to the camera when the camera talks back. So I've been enjoying hearing what you guys have to say about comics and the state of comics right now, and what you're reading, what you're enjoying, and so on. My voice is shot. I got to do this for another hour, dude. All right. I wonder how much the comic book industry makes a yearly revenue nowadays. I know movies, gaming are in the billions a year now. Depends on what you consider the comic book industry to be, because the intellectual property generated by the comic book industry is creating billions. Like, look at the MCU, look at the CW, look at HBO Max. Like, all these streaming services, Disney Plus, they get all their material from the comics, right? This is the Jim Lee answer, right? But comic book publishing, how often do you go in a comic shop and see new people? How often do you go into a comic shop? How often do you see new comic shops? I don't know. Have I been to a Comic-Con yet? No. I really wanted to go to GalaxyCon this year, but my daughter was just getting out of the hospital. It felt like an unnecessary risk because her lungs are compromised. But man, when this COVID stuff goes away or people get a little bit safer, I absolutely plan to go to cons. And by the time that happens, I might even be able to get a press pass. So that'll be dope. Kev says reboots don't negate all that came before. It just gives an opportunity to tell a new story, in my opinion, at least. I agree. Well, I think that's true when they're done correctly. Like House of X and Powers of 10. They did the reboot in a way that made it so that everything that happened still happened, but it added some depth to it while providing an entry point for new readers. So I agree, reboots don't have to negate everything that came before, but a lot of times, especially on the DC comic side of things, that's exactly what they end up doing. I just watch a lot of YouTube, bro. I watch a lot of YouTube and then I read comics. And if I could only read one comic book writer, who would it be? Tom Taylor. Let's see. I think DC comic books make less than 1% of AT&T's yearly profits. Well, that's because AT&T is a cell phone company. Like, AT&T sells internet. I have AT&T fiber right now. I pay AT&T like $80 a month for access to the internet. And everybody on my block does too. For as long as AT&T is selling telecommunication services, comic books are not going to make up nearly as much profit as anything else, right? And I mean, it's the same way with Disney, right? Black Panther grossed $1 billion, and it was one of like 18 movies from Marvel that came out that year. So gone are the days where comics are going to like lead revenue goals for a company, but I think comics are still in a great place. I mean, dude, Todd McFarlane just sold like 500,000 issues of King Spawn #1. And when's the last time any book sold 500,000 issues? So the fans are there. You just got to make things that are exciting for them. That's how that goes. And those dudes, like, say what you will about like different movements in comics, but all those dudes doing Kickstarters, raising like 500, 600, $1 million every time they do an Indiegogo campaign. There's people here spending money. We just got to figure out how to get them to spend money on the things that we make. and that just means we got to make things that they enjoy. Is really where that is. If I could only read one comic book writer, who would it be? Oh wait, I answered that already. Let's see. Phil's Nerdyverse says it's late in the UK. Stopping by to say hello. Congrats on 3K. Stay awake as long as you can. I appreciate it, man. I was just told it's half 12. Half 12. So now is it 3/4 12 now? How do we say 12:45? I'm having fun with this, as you can see. We're about to start these giveaways in just a second, but let me do this. That's a special guest joining, so bear with me for a second. Oh. 1:45. Cool. I love that British accent impression. I suck at any accent. You know what? When I think about British accents, I think about Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap when I was like 8. And she's like, I know how to fence and you don't, or I have class and you don't. That's what I think about. I feel Marvel Silver Age is better than DC Silver Age. What's your favorite era of comics? I don't disagree with you there. The little bit of DC Silver Age I've read, I didn't enjoy as much as like Silver Age Spider-Man. But I think Silver Age Spider-Man is just way better than like anything else Silver Age. Let's see. Guest Lord says, discovered from the free comic book day video. Wish I could stay, but it's first day of uni. Congrats on 3K. Congrats on uni. Are you in Canada? Or is that like everyone except Americans says uni? But either way, congrats. I hope you do well in school. Hope you're studying something that you like. Like, dog, college costs so much money, at least in the States it does. So you better be studying something that you really enjoy. Go for what you're passionate about. I don't care what your parents say. They're not listening right now because they're not at uni, are they? So enjoy your time here, man. College is great. I love college. I loved my college experience. But that's my little bit of advice. Because if I had just taken a YouTube class, I'd be in a whole different spot right now. If I could pick one writer and one artist to do a series, what would it be? I really like Brandon Thomas right now. I haven't read enough of Brandon Thomas's work to say that I want him on a specific book. He's got an issue of Batman coming out next week that I'm excited to read. One writer, one artist. My favorite artist is Jim Lee. I like other artists, but Jim Lee's my favorite. I love Ryan Stegman too, though. So you know what? Jim Lee, I feel like has been kind of falling off as of late, like with the covers that he's been doing and stuff. What is happening? My phone is blowing up. Oh man, one of my guests has to feed his kid. I mean, I feel you, dude. I get it. One writer, one artist. I don't know. I suck at this right now. Ask me in like 30 minutes. Any new things you're hoping to do with your channel? You did say happy 3,000. I appreciate it, man. Any new things I'm hoping to do? I want to do more reviews. Doing more reviews requires me to read a lot more, and requiring me to read or reading more requires me to like have more time. So that's the balance I'm trying to find. I have a newborn. I got a wife. I got a kid starting middle school, right? So like my time is really stretched thin. But I want to do more reviews. I want to do interviews with comic creators. I felt like the last few months has been about me trying to build up an audience so that when I ask somebody to do an interview, they're not looking at my channel and they're like, oh, you have 100 subscribers. This isn't going to help me at all. I would like to showcase stories and showcase comic creators and talent and give them a bit of a platform, right? Like I would hope that if I have an artist on my show, then that drives people to go buy that artist's book, and like they actually make some money off of that. So I want to do creator interviews. I want to do more reviews, and I want to get some sponsorships going. Like that'd be really cool. I want to go full time with YouTube eventually. But I would love to do like some cool collaborations with brands. Like I think there's opportunity in the comic space that other companies don't quite realize. Like they don't realize how much buying power we have as comic book fans. Like, and we're used to spending money every single week. There's not a lot of audiences that are like used to that. Like if I decided to put up a Louis Vuitton bag right now, not everybody's going to be like, "Oh, let me go get that." Right? It's like that's something you save up for. But like if it's like a statue, like this nerdy thing, whatever, like we'll buy it because we love that stuff. And I think there's like gaming companies, and there's a bunch of people who could benefit from our buying power. And I think there's a lot of um, there's opportunity there. But that's just the marketer in me talking. But I would love to kind of exploit, sounds like a bad word, but I would love to kind of dig and explore that deeper. Who's my favorite comic character? That's actually going to be a question that I ask you guys later. So there we go. I'm sure people in the chat know exactly who my favorite character is. But anyway, what's my favorite Batman story? My favorite Batman story that I've read, I loved The Long Halloween. I love The Court of Owls. Hush has a special place in my heart, although it was not done nearly as well as A Long Halloween, in my opinion. Yeah, those are the three. Those are the three. The Long Halloween, Hush, and The Court of Owls. That's my holy trinity of Batman stories. Let's see. Nick says, awesome, keep the vision. Thanks, man. Thanks. Any other growing YouTube channel that I follow other than Mad Dog and Near Mint Condition? Yes. I don't consider Mad Dog to be a growing channel because Mad Dog's bigger than me. So take that, Marcus. Woof, woof. But anyway, so one of my favorite channels right now is Married with Comics. They're run by a couple who are friends of mine in real life, Laura and Scott. But they're married and they both like comics. Like that's something no one else has on YouTube. Maybe besides Omar and Melanie. But yeah, they do like weekly reviews and a bunch of stuff. I really like their channel, so check it out, Married with Comics. I also enjoy, who else do I like? Omni Nation Comics. Day Day is just funny. He brings a lot of energy. His niece does his Omnibus hauls, and they're my favorite videos to watch when his niece shows off his books that he buys every month. And he gets really excited about artwork, and it's an entertaining channel. Who else do I watch? I watch a lot of comic book channels, man, but as far as up and coming channels, like channels with not a lot of subscribers, that I watch those. I watch Gino the Dragon. Is my camera flashing? Am I tripping? Those are, you put me on the spot, but those are the channels that I watch. If I go through my YouTube subscribed section, let's see, Joachim. I do watch Joachim's channel a lot. Joachim Comic Center. Let's see, Reggie Collects. I'm trying to shout out people that like have smaller channels. The Comic Lounge. Ryan does interviews with creators, but he also does a podcast where he kind of breaks down 3 or 4 books every week. Love the Comic Lounge. I love Wildebeard Reviews. He does just straight up single issue reviews, and most people aren't doing those anymore. Love those. Small Town Collectibles does a show called 10 Questions where he interviews comic creators or comic book YouTubers. I was privileged to be a guest on that channel, and I love those interviews. Let's see. I'm going to stop trying to name names because I'm going to start leaving people out. People are going to be upset. But let's see. And boom, boom, boom. So yeah, there's a bunch of growing YouTube channels that I follow. I would like put them on my channel, but I ran out of little channel banner spaces. So there we go. What's my most proud single issue? His guess is my Ultimate Fallout 4. That's probably, let's see. I don't know, man. I got a lot of single issues that I really like. I think Ultimate Fallout 4 is definitely like my most valuable book. I love. I had a first appearance of Punchline. I like that a lot until I sold it. I still like it. I want to buy another one. I've got all 5 X-Men #1 covers. The Magneto one I really like a lot. I've got like a couple store exclusive covers that are exciting to me. There's a lot of books that I like for sure. But yeah, I guess I feel like Ultimate Fallout 4 is just such a cheap answer, but I do like it a lot. What's my least favorite super valuable book? I don't have the answer to that one, man. I don't buy a whole lot of books that I don't like. So if I have a book that's super valuable, like what's, you know what you call it? 3 Jokers. I bought all the 1 in 100 variants. They're not super valuable, but they cost me a lot, and those ended up being some of my least favorite books. I definitely bought it to the hype. So, yeah. Joachim is here. I was just talking about Joachim. I don't know if he saw that, but I was just talking about Joachim's channel and how I love watching his videos. And he's saying congrats on 3,000. He's already at 3,000, so y'all go follow him and get him to 4. That'd be dope. Let's see. Oh, I already answered this. Nathaniel, hello. I like that dog. It's got the little, is that a Burberry harness? Your dog is richer than me. Comic chameleon. That's fun to say. Proud to see more nerds of color. Do I count as a nerd? I'm a nerd. I guess I wouldn't call myself a geek. I don't know. I'd call myself a nerd, I guess. I don't necessarily like the term blurred. That's a different topic for a different day. But I'm proud to be here. And everybody's got dogs for their profile pic. Did you guys conspire? Even Jules has got a cat. Marvel or DC? DC. I did a video about why. Let's see. Joachim is writing directly from Gotham, but he meant to say Gothenburg. That's funny. Jules bought a $100 ratio variant that ended up having a whack story. Yeah, that and 3 Jokers, to be fair, isn't a whack story. I've reread it a few times at this point. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Favorite Spider-Man villain? Yours is Kingpin. I like Kingpin. I like Hobgoblin. Does Venom even count as a villain anymore? I'm only saying all these other names because you already took Kingpin. I like Kingpin too. They're all stray dog stand accounts. I feel you. The lies I tell, Marvel. Listen, DC rebooted their universe like 3 times in the last 10 years, and there's just been so many jumping on points. So when I jumped into comics, I dove headfirst into DC Comics. I'm still trying to find an entry point to Marvel. The only Marvel series I'm really reading right now is X-Men and all the X-Men titles. I enjoy them. I don't necessarily love them all. And I don't have, just between Batman and X-Men, that's like 30 books a month. I don't have like a lot of bandwidth to explore other titles. So that's where I'm at. Am I excited for Anthony Mackie being Captain America 4? Absolutely. I like Anthony Mackie. I love that he was Papa Dot in 8 Mile. But yeah, I like Anthony Mackie. I think he's great as the Falcon. And I like to laugh at his accent because he gets really country sometimes. Favorite comic event or crossovers that I've read. Is House of X an event book? Or is it just a miniseries? It wasn't really a crossover book. What are the other crossovers that I've read? I've read Death Metal and a bunch of metals. I didn't like those as much. I don't know if I've read a bunch of crossovers. I liked Joker War. Joker War was a good crossover. I'm excited about Fear State. Fear State starts like next week, I think. So anyway. Hi, do you have She-Hulk? You asked me that like I work in the comic shop. I do have a She-Hulk complete collection by Dan Slott, Volume 1. Haven't read it yet, though. So I have no thoughts on She-Hulk. Let's see. Cap got roasted into oblivion by Eminem. Yeah, I do live in a trailer with my mom. I just get over the 100 Batman title. What lightsaber color would I pick? I'd pick purple. No, I'm joking. I really like Yoda's green glow, but I also like Anakin's blue lightsaber. And you know, if the way this glows on the TV is any indication, I'd probably go blue. Let's do this. Hey Google, turn the TV light red.
Okay, changing the TV light to red.
The Sith just doesn't go well with me. Let's see. Get rid of my message. What? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Let's see. Hey Google. Hey Google. Turn the TV light green.
Sure. Changing the TV light to green.
I think it's blue. I think blue's got to be it. But yeah, no. I agree, Larry. There's 25 different. I think November there's like 50 new Batman titles slated to come out. It's insane. I've not read the Dan Jurgens Blue and Gold. I'm gonna get that trade when it comes out. Never read War of the Realms. That's a crossover. Age of Apocalypse is a crossover. I haven't read it yet though. Inferno. I can name a bunch of crossovers that I haven't read if we want to do that. I am a sucker. All right, Pickle Rick. you got like one more of those. I have not read the new Duke Thomas The Signal comic series. He was in Batman Urban Legends. Oh, snap. I lost a guest. But anyway. Comic book report is curious for Fear State. So am I. Omni Buddy says, what's up? What's up, Mitch? Mitch is cooking dinner for his kids. Omni Buddy, he's got a good channel too. He loves Usagi Yojimbo, and he has all of the Usagi hardcovers. And Mitch just strikes me as like the cleanest dude in comics. Like Mitch's hair is always perfectly placed, not like this at all. His is perfectly placed, and then his hair is perfectly placed. He's got the glasses; they're always clean, and he's got these perfect IKEA shelves with the doors on them. Like Omni Buddy's just that dude. And he's got his own coupon code at Organic Price Books that'll save you $2 off. This is the year of the indies. I don't disagree with that. I've loved a bunch of indie books between Seven Secrets. I loved that. Griddle, Kentucky. I loved that. I loved a bunch of stuff that was indie. Stray Dogs was one of my favorite titles of the year. Black Cotton has been one of my favorite titles this year. I started reading Bitter Root, and I love Bitter Root. Clarence, my bad, dude. I saw you earlier, but congrats on reaching 3,000. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Clarence. Clarence does comic reviews too. I've watched a few of Clarence's videos. The fact that I can recognize you through the avatar is just dope. What does indie mean? That's a convoluted question, because the way we tend to use the term indie is books published by literally any company that's not named Marvel or DC. Some people would argue that an indie comic should be by a small publisher. So some of the bigger publishers like Image, Boom, those are probably it. Dark Horse, those shouldn't count as indies. But for purposes of me, for my conversation pieces, indie is just anything not named Marvel or DC. Speaking of, all right, Pickle Rick, that's it for you, sir. I don't even like block people, but like you're just being weird and you don't have a face. Like anyway, put user in timeout. There we go. But anyway, thoughts on the record sales for indie comics like Something to Kill the Children? Think they'll hold up 10 to 20 years? Dude, 10 to 20 years ago, I had no idea what comic books were. Chances are no. Chances are no. I mean, I think indie titles will still be hot. I think they'll still be like a content source. Like, I mean, think about it. Umbrella Academy, Lock and Key, Sweet Tooth, like basically every hot Netflix show that you love came from a comic book. So comics and indie comics are going to be popular for those reasons. Like there's this whole draw to indie books because people know, like if it's an indie story, chances are it's going to be optioned for a TV show and so on. And it's just exciting jumping on points. But I think people are like, I think as far as Marvel and DC, they're doing a lot of things wrong. Like they're doing a lot of things that kind of alienate the people that they're selling to. But yeah. So and it's weird to say that because when you say that, it sounds like you're making a whole different argument that I'm not getting into right now. But it really just comes down to this: indie comics, the creator-owned comics, they're more creative, and they're drawing people in. They're doing more to get people in and out, and they're experimenting more. It's more fun. All right. Lewis appreciates the comic book budget videos. I appreciate them too. What's harder than making comic book budget videos is actually sticking to the budget. That's the hardest part of those videos. But I keep the budget in there so that you guys can keep me honest, is how that goes. So let's see. Jelliet says, hey, Brandon, we're not using real names here. We're using our superhero names. I see indie as anything actually creator owned. I don't disagree. When I announce the indie books on my pull list every week, I say, these are my indie / creator owned / smaller publishers. That's how I say those. What would I recommend for a new reader of X-Men? If you're a brand new reader, I recommend House of X, Powers of 10. I think it's a great jumping on point. It was my first X-Men book, and I loved it. And it sets up everything that's happening right now. So if you want to go to a comic shop and pick up X-Men, you won't be lost. So I'd recommend that. Other than that, I recommend like classic stories. I think after that, I would go God Loves, Man Kills, which is like hands down one of the best X-Men stories. Everybody always says it. But I've read it and I can vouch for it. It's a great book. And then probably, the Dark Phoenix Saga, Days of Future Past, which is an even shorter story. Like, I would say do that. Let's see. Ben Uncles is getting his daughter ready for bed, coming in and out of the stream. Do I have any reading goals for the rest of the year? Any series I'm trying to read? If I can just get caught up on Batman, I'd be great. But actually, I have a lot of reading goals. So by the end of this year, I want to finish Captain America by Ed Brubaker, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which I just got in. I'll show that to you guys in the video later at the end of the month. But yes, I'm going to read through the Brubaker run of Captain America, or at least as much of it as they'll collect in omnibus format. So yeah, it's that. I want to read James Tynion's Detective Comics run in full, and I want to read Superman by Tomasi. Those are the 3 books that I want to read by the end of this year. Next year, like all 2022 long, I'm reading the X-Men. And I'm going to be doing like a bunch of reviews as I go. But I'm literally starting with Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, and I'm going to end with the Uncanny X-Force Omnibus. If I can read one omnibus a month, that's the goal. So let's see. Love the reminder to get to make sure you read what you buy. Solid advice. It is solid advice. I need to take my advice. Maybe if I stop making as many YouTube videos, if I drop to like 2 videos a week, I can read all my comics every time. Let's see. Star Wars fans reading Outcast by Robert Kirkman. I really like Kirkman. It's good if you like horror. I don't read a lot of horror books, but I like Kirkman. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for the congrats. I've heard BJ really wants to read Monstrous. I do need to read Monstrous. When are we getting the I'm just getting the cover A t-shirt? Yo, you know what? When you buy the other t-shirts I put in the shop, I've got a buy what you like t-shirt. I got a read what you buy t-shirt. I got a be nice to others t-shirt. The link's in the description. The merch shop link is in the description of this video. But I mean, if you guys want to just the cover A t-shirt, I can make that happen as well. It's got a cover price of $4.99. I'm just getting the cover A. Let's see. Do I like Green Arrow or Hawkeye better? I've not read Green Arrow or Hawkeye except in like other people's stories. I enjoy Green Arrow more. I like his humor in the very limited exposure I have to them. That is. Tom says, hey, what's up, Tom? And he says, congratulations. Thanks, Tom. Yo, Tom does like really cool watercolor paintings. He's in the K Squad, so join the K Squad. I did look Tom up. I got to commission something from him. I got to get my money up first, though. Let's see. What are my other hobbies besides reading and collecting comics? Watching the time tick away on the clock as the days on my life get shorter and shorter. I'm joking. I have no time for other hobbies anymore. Other things that I've been into, I love sneakers. I love music. I actually have a whole different YouTube channel where I teach artists how to market their music. It's actually how I pay for my comics. But yeah, so I love music. I draw every now and then, like not a lot, but I do enjoy art. Really just anything that I can do that's creative, anything that I can like. I like being able to have an idea and then execute that idea. So sometimes that's graphic design. Like I designed this whole little overlay you guys are seeing. Sometimes it's Photoshop, sometimes it's photography. I do a lot of different things. I just like being creative. Jules said, I think you said you were getting the cover B once, and I spat out my drink and hugged my family. That is hilarious. It's true. If I get the cover A for like the first issue of a series, it bothers me to see like not the cover A continuing. So I tend to like get what I get. I'm thinking of breaking that rule with the Flash though, because the Brett Booth cover Bs are like way better than the cover As in my opinion. Jonas says, congrats on 3K. I appreciate it. Clarence is laughing at me watching my life flash before my eyes. Keith Thompson says I should check out Green Arrow by Kevin Smith, and then Green Arrow by Brad Meltzer. Green Arrow, I do have Green Arrow Quiver, that 10-issue series. I'll probably read that for retro reviews. That seemed interesting. I thumbed through it when I got it in. So, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Speaking of my love of music and specifically hip-hop, have I listened to The Secret Wars by Last Emperor? No. Now I gotta look this up. See, Last Emperor. I'm gonna read the. Okay, first of all, just reading the lyrics. This is like that wall of text lyrical miracle stuff that I like loved growing up. Like college me would love this. I'm probably gonna get mad, like just trying to put together all the references. I used to rap. I don't rap anymore, but I used to rap. And yeah. Yeah, so like listening to lyrical hip hop is one of those things that like I can't do often because then all of a sudden I'm writing rhymes and then I have nowhere to like put them. So I'll have to check that out though. I got it bookmarked on another page. Here we are, an hour 15 minutes into the stream. We haven't given anything away yet. I feel like we should do that. We should do that. I got 3 things to give away. And all right. So Tom says he got the John Ridley Batman Deluxe Edition. He can't wait to get in the mail and read it. I just picked that up too. I picked it up on Free Comic Book Day. Every story inside it I've already read, but I picked it up because you got to support people when you like them. So, trying to figure out how I want to do this. I can wrap my comic reviews. Man, you will not see a mass unfollowing happen any quicker than when I start wrapping my comic reviews. Let's see. So I got 3 things to give away. One thing is specifically for people who are present on the stream right now. One thing was kind of a secret giveaway, and I'll get to that in a little bit. And then another is a K-Squad exclusive giveaway. You know what? I'm telling you guys this first. I'm gonna regret this. I will rap. I will write and perform a rap to celebrate our 10,000 subscribers. Mark it down. Mark it down. 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna write a rap. I make my own beats, so I'll make a beat and everything. I will go full Fresh Prince for 10,000 subscribers. I don't know what in the world we're going to do for 100,000 or even 50,000 when we get there. Pickle Rick, why are you still here? I guess I only do not do the rap. Sheesh. You guys, all right, look. I'm going to make 6,000 alt accounts real quick. That's hilarious. Someone noticed that I have an official artist channel. Yes. If you look up BJ Kicks on Spotify, you'll find like 5 beats that I made a while back and put together. So yeah, the rap has to be at least 2 minutes. Who's making the rules here? This is my channel. I need a moderator, bro. First of all, BJ Kicks was my rap name before it was anything else. It'll still be rap. I have moderators, but they're in the K Squad. How do I assign moderators on YouTube? I gotta figure that out. Marcelo says, deal. Kev's gonna hold me to it. You guys really want to see me rap? You really want to see me rap? If you look hard enough on the internet, you'll find me rapping. That rap has to become the intro to the channel. Huh. That just means I have to have a fire hook, because all I'm going to do is cut out like 2 lines from the hook. Clarence, I reviewed Space Jam: A New Legacy for my personal Facebook page, and no one cared about it, but I was like, where else am I going to write about Space Jam: A New Legacy? Yes, I enjoyed the family aspect. I enjoyed all the Warner Brothers cameos. I feel like it attempted a layer of depth, and this is what I wrote in my review. I feel like that movie attempted a layer of depth that the original never did. But that depth really relies on LeBron James's acting or lack thereof, and that's why it falls flat at points. Like, there's definitely lines that come across in that movie that are just not believable. Like, and LeBron James' voice acting is just, if you're gonna make him a cartoon, like, he's got to scream better than like that. It's just got to be better than that. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie, and I've watched it like several times since the first time I watched it. Again, I'm mostly watching it for the Warner Brothers cameos. I mean, Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, like, is in the audience for no reason. It's just great. Yo, you know what? I don't like blocking people. I'm going to put Pickle Rick in timeout one more time. You both fell asleep on Space Jam: A New Legacy. I mean, I'll tell you this. The original Space Jam feels a lot shorter than I remember it being as a kid. Like, I felt like we were at that final basketball game in like 7 minutes watching the original Space Jam. So yeah, I get it. I get it. A New Legacy is definitely longer. Omnibuddy says no idea. No idea what? I'm confused. I don't know how to mod people, dude. I wish I did. I gotta figure it out. Does Larry Bird make another cameo in the new Space Jam? Michael Jordan makes a cameo in the new Space Jam. I forgot Larry Bird was in the old Space Jam. I know you aren't a fan, but if you had to choose, what's your favorite horror comic? I don't even know what horror comics are out there, dude. I don't watch horror movies. Well, I can deal with suspenseful movies. I can deal with like the slasher joints. I can't do like anything with ghosts or like the supernatural stuff. And in general, I don't want to like go into something like wanting to be scared. Like I don't do that. So I don't know. I mean, Batman can be a horror comic at times. It's cool. Batman. My choice is Batman. The Last Dance documentary is like some of the best TV I watched during the pandemic. I was up like watching it live on ESPN every night. I loved it. It was great. LeBron was decent. He was not perfect, but I appreciate what he did. I appreciate just the movie in general. I don't watch TV, dog. I don't have time. I did watch some of the Superman and Lois. Like I think I watched like 5 episodes of it. It was straight, but I don't really watch a lot of TV. Sean Marcus says, whoop, whoop. I don't know what you're saying, whoop, whoop, too, but I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. You just haven't watched a film bad enough yet. That's all that means. I've fallen asleep on so many movies, not the least of which was Star Wars, at least 3 times. At least 3 times. I didn't get into the Star Wars franchise until I married my wife, and her family were like all diehard Star Wars fans, and I just didn't want to be the only one that had never seen them. That's what made me push through and watch all of Star Wars, and now I love it. But it's time to do our first giveaway, and I've been avoiding asking this question because I just have to. I got to do it. So let's look at the prize. This is the prize for people who are active or watching the stream right now, right? Just to reward you for being here, dude. So one person is going to walk away with both of these books. You're not going to walk away with the book. I'm going to mail it to you. But I got Justice League, the new 52 Justice League trade paperbacks, is this volume 1? Volume 1 and volume 2. This is all 12 issues that Jim Lee penciled, written by Jeff Johns. This is also the start of the new 52 Justice League. This is the start of the that whole Justice League run. What was I going to say? Oh, this first trade is like the basis for that Justice League Origin movie, the animated movie that I love so much. But you guys already know that. You guys know all this. But yeah, I'm giving away this set of Justice League trade paperbacks to one lucky viewer. All you got to do is tell me who my favorite member of the Justice League is. And we're going to collect these comments, and StreamYard is going to choose a winner. So in the comments, you got to take a guess as to who my favorite member of the Justice League is. So we're collecting these entries. Let's see. Oh, man, 12 entries so far. 12 people have gotten it right so far. I'm going to let this run for a little bit. This is fun. Let me share let's share this and see. Share screen. All right, 17 entries so far. You guys know it. You guys know it already. Oh wait, dang! I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to do this differently. I just gave y'all all the answer. That's what happened. I don't. Let me stop sharing the screen. How about that? I didn't. I didn't practice this clearly. All right. Looks like we're stuck at 22 entries. All right, cool. So now that everybody's entries are in, now I'll share the. That's terrible. Now I'll share the screen. And let's draw our winner. So, oh, that's cool. That is cool. Ronnie Silas. Ronnie Silas is the winner. Nice. Congrats. Congrats, Ronnie Silas. So, if you are the winner, all you got to do is email me. Shoot me an email. I need your name. I need your address. I need your email address. And I'll get this in the mail out to you shortly. So congrats to Ronnie. Ronnie says thanks. That's it. Pickle Rick just got blocked. Let's see. Congrats to the winner. Omni Buddy said rigged. Ben Uncle said, everybody's saying congrats, Ronnie. Sugar Man says, what up, Maine? Are you Terrence Howard? What's going on, dude? Congrats, Ronnie. Congrats. Yeah, no, not Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick did not win. Tony says, congrats to the winner. Clarence says, great job, Ronnie. How do I use yours and Mad Dog's code at OPB? You just got to alternate, dude. If you love me one day, then, you know, use my code. If you love Mad Dog one day, use his code. But yeah, Ronnie, so shoot me an email or direct message me on Instagram if you got my Instagram. Your name, your address, your email address. That's what I need. But I'm going to go ahead and take my email address off the screen, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let's get back to having fun. There you go. Switch between codes. I missed it. What did Pickle Rick say? Pickle Rick was just being a troll. He didn't say anything like crazy offensive, like, but yeah. So yeah, it was just I'm a grown man, dog. I got kids. Like I discipline my kids. I don't need grown people acting like kids. I mean, this is a comic book channel, but I mean, you know, that's how that goes. Congrats, Ronnie. Congrats. Everybody's like, congrats, dude. Congrats. Congrats. Let's see. I'll use Mad Dogs on Tuesdays and yours on Thursdays. You have my words. Works for me. Star Wars fan would just ignore trolls. Yeah, I would ignore trolls too. We just happened to be on a live stream and I keep seeing the comments and they were just annoying me. What do you think about Substack? I think it's unsustainable. I think one, it's backed by a bunch of venture capital. If you know anything about like just these Silicon Valley companies, like they just take as much money as they can. They raise a bunch of money. They make all their money off of like their valuation and not necessarily on their actual income. We've seen it with Spotify, and they just hope that people buy in enough and they can kind of stem the tide or float the ship long enough to actually become profitable someday, maybe in the future. As far as Substack is concerned, I'm sure Substack will be, you know, I mean, they're basically like a Patreon competitor. And there's room for another Patreon in the marketplace. So I think they can be successful. I don't think giving stacks and stacks of money to comic book creators is the answer, though, because comic book creators don't have the biggest audiences. And excuse me, if what's this? This issue of Icon and Rocket, this cardstock cover cost me $5, right? The average Substack membership is $7 a month on the lowest level. And what that's going to get me is basically someone is going to email me some comic book pages, right? When the book actually comes out in print, I can just go to the store and buy it in print. I don't get it necessarily because I subscribed to Substack. But the problem with Substack is it's basically like paying for a subscription, like you would for Netflix or Hulu or whatever, but for way less content. Like for $5 a month, I'm subscribed to Paramount Plus, and my daughter can watch all the SpongeBob she wants, and I can watch Kenan and Kel and all that, and my wife can watch Catfish on MTV or whatever, right? Like we get all of that for $5 a month. I'm not paying James Tynan $7 and Tom Taylor $7 and Scott Snyder $7 and whoever, Scotty Young, $7 for like 5 comic books. And I'm certainly not going to sign up for that to be recurring. So that's how I feel about Substack. That sounded really angry. I don't do angry on this channel, but I mean, this wasn't a pre-recorded video. Substack subs don't have the draw to make me create ink. I don't know what you meant by that, but I believe you. My bad. I'm doing so many things at once. All right. See you, BJ. Got to get back to school. Hey, I appreciate it, Jonah. Thanks for taking the time and all that. Another dozen subs on my monthly list. Exactly. Like if it was like I can just pay you for the book that I want or whatever, like I'd consider it maybe. But I'm not just going to go sign up for all of the creators I like to be on Substack at one time. And now if Substack was like unlimited, like if I paid $10 a month and got every comic book creator that's on Substack, I'd do that as a consumer. I think Substack is a great move for the creators who are getting paid by Substack. I mean, they have nothing to lose. They're not signing over the intellectual property. They're not even signing over the publishing rights. It's just, here's some money, create content and release on our platform. So I think it's great for the creators, but it's not the answer to, you know, how we revitalize comics. It's not going to work. How come when I film my comic book man cave, it's dark and not as lit up? One, I'm shooting from a different angle. Two, well, I had a window right here. Now the sun is down. And I just turned this light up a little bit brighter. So, I mean, I can go really bright. I can go really dark. I like the kind of mysterious look. I like it to look a little darker in the background and just kind of have my face lit up. But I mean, I've erred both ways. I've gone too bright and I've gone too dark in videos in the past. So that happens. What's the shadiest thing you've seen or you've experienced at LCS? One of mine started pricing comics that may have spec changes as you check out using eBay. They used to price all, but things change. I don't have shady experiences. I only go to one LCS generally. I've been to shops where like they mainly sell back issues and they like look up your comic in the comic book price guide before they sell it to you. I'm not necessarily mad at that. I do feel some type of way like if they straight up look it up on eBay and find like the highest price and say, all right, I want $300 for this now. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of whack, but it's their shop. That's how they feed their kids. I can't like tell people how to feed their kids. That's how that goes. Substack is great if you got one or two favorite creators if you just want to hear from more and on a deeper level. I agree. Like, I'm really considering subscribing to James Tynan, but if I subscribe to James Tynan, then I can't subscribe to Scotty Young or Scott Snyder or whoever. Scott Snyder's is attractive to me because with Scott Snyder, you're getting like how to write comics, and that's interesting to me. Superman got to go. Superman got to go. Switching to collected edition saved me a lot of money. Yeah, people keep trying to talk me into switching to collected editions, and my wallet's been talking to me lately about it too. My wife is the hottest, and that's just how that goes. Keeping Spider-Man, he's the life of the party. No hesitation. No hesitation. If you've watched the very first video on my channel, you already know. You already know. I got a guest though. I got a guest. This is popping up because that's what we're doing right now. You already knew the answer to that, Jason. Don't even play with me. But this dude, he has a YouTube channel. I think he kind of deleted his channel. I don't know what happened to his channel. He blocked me on all social media. I swear he hated me for, I don't know, at least 3 months before I called him out. And he was like, oh, wait, my bad. I don't hate you anymore. Let me unblock you. But anyway, welcome to the stage. More react.
Man, you're so full of it, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness. What's going on, man? What's everybody doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Sorry, it took me a while to get up on here, man. Traffic was awful, and y'all, you know how my connection is. It's terrible. So
yeah, man. You're in Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Noah's in Tennessee, where they don't like make internet. Like you have to you have to go to Music Row in Nashville and just get the one Ethernet cable that's in the light pole, like hip hop days. Like you bust open the light pole and you bring the Ethernet cable all the way back to your house. That's the only way you get.
That's exactly what happens. It's a one Ethernet cable in Nashville that works the entire state of Tennessee. It's actually quite remarkable. If you got to check it out, man. It's awesome.
That is insane. What were the comics? Ben asked, what are the comics I introduced to my daughter that got her to be a comic fan? Honestly, man, my daughter introduced me to comics. Like my daughter loves art. Like she just loves art. And she would, at the time we got into comics, she was still at that age and she just loved anything that I was doing. Like I was just her hero. Now her mom's got that prize. But I realized she was into drawing, and I was just like, okay, well, when I was a kid, I used to draw stuff out of comic books, and there just happened to be a free comic book day event going on. And she just took to, the typical girly stuff. She loves Spider-Gwen. What else does she love? I bought her Ironheart, the Riri Williams series. She's about to be in the MCU, by the way. For those who are specking on Ironheart, it's finally happening. But now my daughter sat me down a few weeks ago and was like, I was like, we used to hang out a lot. Like, what happened? Whatever. Like, I thought you liked comic books. She's like, I mean, I like comic books, but I don't like superheroes. And I was like, oh, okay. So now she's reading. She loves the Raina Telmeyer, whatever, however you say that name. She loves that stuff. All the stuff that people criticize the industry for being popular about, like she loves that stuff. Dogman, she loves all the Dogman books. Lumberjanes. What else? She reads a lot of YA books. Is the point? And Batman. She still likes Batman.
Everybody reads Batman.
Of course.
You can't miss him. You can't miss him.
Lit dog. There's so many Batman books right now. Like you can throw a rock and hit a Batman book.
I'm telling you.
Like the DC Comics Connect. This is soliciting books going on sale in October. Batman the Imposter, brand new Batman series.
There's like that even supposed to be?
Huh?
Batman the Imposter. What is that supposed to be?
Story by Maxon Tomlin. Bruce Wayne's mission as Batman has only been underway for a year or so, but he can tell he's making a difference. Unfortunately, he's made some powerful enemies. All the traditional power brokers of Gotham resent the disruption he's brought to town, and it seems one of them has a plan to neutralize him. There's a second Batman haunting Gotham's rooftops and alleys, and this one has no qualms about murdering criminals live and on tape. With the entire might of the Gotham City Police Department and Gotham's rich and powerful coming down on his head, Batman must find this imposter and somehow clear his name. But how can you prove your innocence from behind a mask?
Huh.
That actually sounds really interesting, but I'm so tired of bad books.
That's in a weird way. It's almost got like a Red Hood kind of vibe, you know? Kind of, that sounds interesting, actually.
So it's like Batman Year 2, but like another Batman shows up.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Clarence, I am not a fan of. Oh, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan of manga. I haven't read much manga. Like the manga on my shelf. You know what I'll tell you? I have 2 manga titles. I have Berserk Volume 1, and it's still sealed in the plastic. So it tells you how much of it I've read. And I bought a box set of the original Speed Racer manga. Mach a Go 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 is what that's called. And I've actually read some of that, but it's literally like word for word the anime from back in the days. I love Speed Racer, but I haven't read enough manga to say I'm a fan. Lewis is just naming all the Batman titles.
Right.
Let's see.
I pulled up the chat on my computer and was watching it.
Yeah. I think you covered most of it. Yeah, that's funny. No, I cannot touch Danny Elfman's Batman theme, nor can I touch Shirley Walker's Batman the Animated Series theme. Like, no, I cannot make my own Batman theme. I might sample a Batman film score. Oh, we got other people here. See, all the guests are here. So these guys are going to help me with these last 2 giveaways. So coming up to the stage, this next person, you might know him from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Give it up for Jackson Heights' own Mr. Randy Watson.
I am dead. I am dead. I am dead. BJ, you are terrible.
This is Day from Omnibus Comics. What is up, dude? What's up?
So, man, I could not miss this for the world, man. I had to hop up in her and celebrate you, man, on 3K. Noah, don't judge me. Man, it's crazy to see that it hasn't even been a year for you yet. Almost. You about to hit in what, November?
Yeah, November is a year.
Wow, it's so inspiring to see your growth, man. And with you having the marketing and business ideas and seeing you grow, you getting sponsorship in such a short amount of time, that doesn't happen to everybody, man. I had to come in here and celebrate with you, man. You killing it, brother. You killing it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. SCG, what's up, dude? SCG, like, I didn't even know people were doing shout outs on YouTube until somebody commented on one of my videos and said SCG sent me. And I was like, who the heck is SCG? And that's how I found out who this dude was. He buys like a lot of Walmart packs and like a lot of single issues and flip stuff. He does like live auctions and a bunch of stuff. What's up, SCG?
SCG.
From the growth, dude.
Awesome.
Clarence says Omni Nation in the building. Day the God.
Day the God. What up, Clarence? Hey, his channel is dope too, by the way.
I agree. Ben Uncles, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it.
By the way, PJ, let me throw this out there real quick. I know you got to do your last giveaway. I appreciate what you said earlier when you was going through the DC different ages, and you were like, oh, I think you were in the I forgot. I think it was the Copper Age. You were going through and you were like, oh, these are different varieties of, it's not dominated to one character. Right. I appreciate you for saying that.
I mean, listen, dog, because they should have the Batman age up there.
Yeah.
We're in the Batman age. That's what
I totally agree. We are in the Batman age. I'm sorry, Noah. But
Like, dude, I went into my comic shop yesterday, bro. I mean, it's ridiculous at how many Batman titles are like running at the same time right now. It is
There are so many.
crazy.
It's too. I'm not even really reading that many current ones. Actually, I think the only one I'm reading is Urban Legends.
One's got to go. Thundercats, TMNT, or Power Rangers.
Oh, that I'll probably go with Thundercats.
So, I just rewatched episode 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers yesterday, the day of the dumpster, and what I realized, I had that episode on VHS. By the way, I've seen that specific episode.
Nostalgia.
But anyway, what I realized was Power Rangers just kept us hype by playing the theme song 18 times per episode.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
real talk.
They literally just keep replaying the theme song, and that's why you're so hype. The dialogue is terrible. The fights are terrible. The Black Ranger is an embarrassment. Like, oh my gosh. Like, Hip Hop Keto? Like, what is that? So
that show is pure nostalgia. I had chose Thundercats because I watched the other two more than Thundercats.
Yeah.
So that was probably why I chose.
I feel like I have more fun now saying Thundercats ho than I do just like watching Power Rangers.
Don't go Power Rangers.
But when they brought the Green Ranger and he was just whooping up on all the Rangers for like a whole week straight, like Thundercats gotta go. Thundercats gotta go.
It's got to be Thundercats. I'm sorry, Power Rangers still winning just with the theme alone. I still rock that Joker.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're about to do. I got some giveaways to do, and I got one that's exclusive to the K Squad, which means Noah would have been eligible except he blocked us.
Man, quit hitting me with that, bro.
You put him on blast right here.
I swear. Man, I'm about to make me a white flag. Hold on. I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering, bro.
He's waving his flag.
That is hilarious.
Man.
He put him on blast. We're going to get him back, Noah. We got him. No, I'm going to set up a chat. We're going to get him back.
So, here's what we got. Oh, well, before I do this, let me just show you guys what I have.
Ooh.
Star Wars, The Old Republic. This one is sponsored by Organic Price Books, of course. What's up, Cade? I'm glad you were able to catch us live too. But yeah, this is sponsored by Organic Price Books. This is The Old Republic Omnibus Volume 1. I don't know if there's going to be a Volume 2. My understanding is this is a pretty much standalone story. It's collecting like some Dark Horse material. You're getting Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic issues 1 through 50 and a few other miniseries as well. Anyway.
Jeez, man.
Thanks to JP and the whole team at Organic Price Books for sending this over. You know, now when I say the whole team at Organic Price Books, like I'm not lying. They have a whole team and a whole warehouse. Like, it's insane how much that company's grown in the last 8 months.
Oh my God. Another brand that I see grow in such a short amount of time. It's incredible to see. Shout out to JP, man. He's killing the game right now.
He is. Everybody wants me to unblock Pickle Rick. You know what the truth is? I don't know how to unblock Pickle Rick. So he should have just not been.
I seen him up in there being a little pest. I was like, oh, what is this?
So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. Now that you guys have seen the prize, this is a K-Squad exclusive giveaway, which means you got to be a member of the group to join. And I like keeping these giveaways kind of random, or they're not random, but I switch up the rules every time so that I don't get a bunch of people spamming the group just trying to get free stuff. So I'm going to explain to you guys in a second just how this is going to work, but let me share my screen first. Let's see, which window is this?
This is fun. I hate that I made it at the last 30 minutes.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
this is so much fun. Like, I got to do this again for like another hour.
So here we go. This is the K-Squad exclusive giveaway, and how you were eligible to win this prize if you're a K-Squad member. You had to be a badge holder. So Facebook assigns badges to the most engaged members of any group. I don't create the badges. Facebook creates the badges, and they assign them based on your interactions in the group. So there were 3 specific badges that I wanted to highlight for this giveaway. If you are a valued responder, which just means you comment with helpful information on people's posts. If you're a conversation starter, which means you actually post valuable posts, like not just memes, but like maybe questions, reviews, getting people excited. And then visual storytellers. Those are people who post a lot of pictures and or videos in the group. A lot of people like to post their hauls, post different books they're reading and stuff like that. But those 3 types of people, they just really keep the group active and going. So I wanted to reward those people who are most active and make the K Squad what it is. I believe the K Squad is the best comics community on the internet. We just hit 400 members. You don't get a lot of the nonsense that you get in other groups and like just vitriol and people just being mad. Like, no, we just talk about comics that we love and we have fun doing it.
Amazing group. Nobody's attacking each other. Nothing. It's super positive. I love it so much, man.
My biggest fear is like I grow and we get like 10,000 members in there, and then all of a sudden it's just like for sale post and I hate you. Like I feel that's my biggest.
I think as the bigger the get, I think you're gonna always have those one little every time.
But yeah, so if you were a badge holder for either any of those 3 badges, your name is on this list. A lot of these people had all 3 badges. I didn't give anybody like extra entries for being, having multiple badges. But anyway, these are all the names. You don't have to be present to win because I got your information because you're already in the K Squad. So we shuffle this a few times.
Got your info.
Right. Except for Noah, because Noah's not in the group. I think he rejoined it.
You just really put him on the spot.
I'm just having fun with this.
I know. I love it, man. We're going to have another stream so we can settle this argument because this is something that's so hilarious.
Right. So let's spin the wheel.
So this is how this works. Wow.
Yeah, man, it spins. And then it's going to choose somebody.
Look like it's on Jason or Kevin. Kevin. Look, it's still like,
boom.
Hey!
Kev wins.
Kevin, congrats, bro.
Congratulations, brother.
So, Kevin, you're getting the Star Wars Old Republic Omnibus free of charge. So,
wow.
That's done. We got that one. And now we got one more giveaway. One more. Now, let me...
Oh, it's a lot of names in this one.
It's a lot of names now. There is exactly 25 names in it, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Let me stop sharing for a second so I can show you guys what we got. Oh, you know what? I like that. That works. So
Noah.
Oh wait, I did this one already.
Yes, you did.
This one was a surprise. This one, a lot of people didn't know about this giveaway.
Hey,
Miles Morales.
This is Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 18. It's not credited on the CGC label, but apparently this is like the first appearance of Miles Morales' clone.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the party variant celebrating Marvel's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So you got the champions eating Marvel's birthday cake and Miles hanging upside down.
It's a fun cover.
That cover's clean, man.
It's a fun cover. This one is courtesy of my homie Albert. He donated this specifically to be given away when I hit 3,000 subscribers. It is slabbed in a CGC 9.0, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's like the. I don't remember what the names of the grades are, but 9.0 is like, it's good. It's like near.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. That's real good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sugar Man says Oprah kicks. You get an Omni, they get an Omni. Everybody gets an Omni. That's hilarious. But anyway,
Sugar Man.
So
Sugar Man.
With this,
we just messing with names today.
I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Sugar Man. Look how he covered his face. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I wish I could be in charge of the chat. I'll be able to. Oh, can we click on the names? Oh, we can't click on the names. I wish I could be in charge of the chat while he did that. Yeah. But congrats to Kevin, though, on that Star Wars Omni. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. And Kevin deserves it. If you guys ever go in the group, Kevin is always posting reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kevin reads so much. I don't know. All I know is people are just going to keep saying Pickle Rick, and it's not going to do them any good. So that's how it goes. I did give him a fair warning. I did.
Yes, you gave him 3 strikes, I think.
I did.
You was like, you got one more again. Well, you ain't say it like that, but you know what I mean.
Sugar Man said hashtag sugar so sweet.
Yeah. Kato's about to get blocked too. But anyway, so for this giveaway, when Albert, my homie Albert, donated this to the channel, I knew I wanted to do something to reward people that actually watch my videos. So I never made a giveaway announcement. Some people have seen pictures of this book, but I never did a video specifically announcing this giveaway.
Right.
What I did was I shot a promo and I put it in the middle of a random video on the channel. So if you watched that specific video, there were instructions to click on a different video and comment with the hashtag slab me up. And 25 people did it. So shout out to you guys for watching that video. The video that you had to watch was my milestone, or adding to my milestone collection when I unboxed all the Shadow Cabinet. But yeah, so it was really you guys talking to Kato is hilarious. But anyway, so yeah, to win this book, you had to watch that specific video and follow my instructions pretty much exactly. And I was surprised by how many people did. I was also surprised by how many people didn't, if I could be surprised by both things at the same time. But it was really cool. So anyway, now that I explained the instructions for the first time, now I can share my screen and show you guys who wins. So, like I said, 25 people entered this giveaway.
Oh my, there's a ton of names on there. Holy crap.
There are a lot of names. Now, just to be fair, because I get this question a lot and I always forget to plan ahead for it. People always want to know if my giveaways are open to international winners. And the reality is, shipping books internationally is just straight up, it's just cost prohibitive.
It costs a lot.
Something like this would cost me, between the actual shipping and insurance, it cost me maybe $100 to send to the UK.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a whole omnibus.
Right.
But because I did not state in advance that I would not ship overseas, I will still let these entries count in here. But if you win and you are not based in the United States, I will ask you to cover shipping. So if you win and you decide that shipping cost is too high for me, no hard feelings. I totally get it. I will just pick another winner at a later date, and I'll put the results on the channel, and we'll keep going. If we keep getting international people who don't want to pay for the slab to be shipped, then we'll just keep going until we get a US based winner. I apologize, I just can't cover that type of cost yet. One day though.
Right.
So Let's check out the comments and see what people are saying.
Don't look at the comments. Just do the spin. Don't
Yeah,
just
yeah. I
do
was
the
about
spin.
to say,
Just do the spin. We looking out for you, and right now, look, just do the spin.
All right, cool.
Don't look at the comments. You ain't missed nothing.
Yeah, me and Davion got the chat locked down. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you ain't missed nothing.
All right, so you guys can see I'm just shuffling these names. Again, if your name is on this list, that means you actually watched the video and followed instructions. You didn't have to spend all that time doing that. Like, I really appreciate it. And I like to think it was not just to win something, but because you guys actually rock with me. So I appreciate all that. And with that said, it's time to spin that wheel.
The Wheel of Fortune. Y'all remember hearing that as a kid? You know, remember?
I
walking in your grandma's room. That's what they're watching on the TV.
Right. Boy, don't take me down memory lane. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was close.
Ooh, Lawrence.
Hey.
Congrats.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Oh, I was supposed to be writing these winners down. Give me a second.
You can rewatch it later.
I remember who won. All right.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid. So y'all about to get me started, and I'm about to make this chat go off.
Kato, that isn't up to me, my brother. Sorry about it.
All right. So that's who won. Congrats, Lawrence. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for watching the channel.
Congrats, Lawrence.
I appreciate it, dog. So, woo, congrats to the winner. Can Noah tell him to unblock? I can do you one better. 1 second.
Uh-oh. We making money moves out here now.
Yes, we is.
Dude, these are fun. We should do one just goof off the entire time. That'd be hilarious, dude.
I am so down. Like,
so here's the thing. They'll hang out when I originally conceived of this live stream show. This is supposed to be a weekly show.
Right.
Obviously, I had a baby. I didn't have the baby. My wife had the baby. I was there. I'm at least.
Thank you for clarifying that.
I'm at least halfway responsible.
I got it loud and clear, but
so anyway, we got a newborn in the house, and it's just it's difficult to plan ahead.
She's a miracle baby too. I am so happy for her.
She is.
She deserves her name.
Absolutely. We named her that before we knew she would be 3 months early, but it was absolutely fitting.
Yeah, she deserves her name.
But yeah, I appreciate you. Do you guys see when I block people?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm like, oh, I knew he was coming next. He was like, I got something for you.
I just listen.
We need to pick like a day on the weekend and do it. That way, ain't nobody got to worry about getting up early for work and whatnot. Unless you work on the weekends. You know,
I work in a hotel, so they are busy on the weekend. But I'll come in the evening or whenever.
So what's supposed to happen? I'm thinking I'm going to make this a weekly show, sometime in the next month or so, and I plan to do it Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Most nights it'll only be an hour, if I do it. But yeah, Jason's a nurse. I forgot about that. Congrats, oh wait, yeah, because Jason got a new job recently. Congrats, dude. Yeah, my daughter was born at 26 weeks. So yeah, she was super early. Y'all are just having fun watching people get blocked. This is ridiculous.
I'm not and then I'm still laughing at the Sugar Man name, and he's cool, man.
First of all, my channel is such a hate-free zone. I think it's weird that trolls even came.
It happens everywhere. It don't matter what platform you on. Even in life, it's always going to be that one bad apple.
Listen, right. It took me 10 months for the first troll. I got one weird comment one time, but that's never happened. That was the first.
Yeah, I already told you about mine from a deep saint. So yeah, it was
So yeah. Let's see.
And the stream went from the hangout to the block party. Clarence, right on, brother, right on.
Oh, guys. So Flash by Menopause and Flashpoint are on the way, and I'm very excited, dude.
Let's go. Did you do it pay them in full, or did you do the new payment plan that I told you about?
I did the payment plan for Flashpoint, but I paid the Flash by Menopause in full. Right on. Happy to get back into it, man.
Did you use my coupon code though?
Yes, I did actually.
Nice.
I did.
That's what's
I almost said woof woof, and I know that ain't yours.
It's not mine. It's not mine.
BJ Kicks. I'm glad you changed it to that.
What's funny is okay, hold on. Question for the panel. Thanks for the congrats, Chris. What would your pitch be for Cassandra Cain, aka Orphan series?
Huh.
This is the part where we all say we never read Cassandra Cain, and so we don't really have a pitch.
What he said.
I don't even know what to answer with that.
Like, we all know who she is, but we ain't.
I don't even.
Cassandra Cain, she was black girl with like she had the. I think.
I know who she is, but what would be
that girl suit?
I wouldn't know how to even give a pitch for a series with her. I mean, like, if you want to pitch on what not to do, go watch the CW Batwoman show.
And she was great as Batgirl, but I wouldn't even know. I don't even know an answer for that.
I couldn't get into the story, man. I just couldn't do it. Like the suit.
I'm not gonna hurt my brain. I still don't have an answer.
I can't even.
Yo, Dan is here. Dan is part owner of Ultimate Comics Raleigh.
Oh, what up, Dan?
I talk to Dan like 18 times a week. I go into the shop and like literally just go there just to talk. It's terrible. Or great.
Batgirls of Prey. Dan said Batgirls of Prey.
Okay. All of them training under Barbara Gordon. Okay.
Huh.
You know what?
We kind of got that in Future State, didn't we? Not
in a way, but not really.
Yeah. It was really just Barbara Gordon like deciding to be Oracle so that the other Batgirls could get some shine.
Yeah.
But so
good stuff. Cool. You know, I got a question for everybody here. I know we running over time, but what's everybody's like most anticipated Omni coming out this fall? I know that's hard to say one, but
ooh, I'm looking forward to No Man's Land.
Oh yeah. Ooh yes.
Because I'm a Batman fan, but I've never like really read a bunch of 90s Batman.
Mm-hmm. That's some good stuff.
Quintessential 90s Batman. Then Nightfall, but
yeah, some real good stuff.
So,
what about you, Noah? What you think?
I don't know, man. I've been looking at so many different things past few days. I'm just trying to take everything. I mean, you already know one of my answers. I mean,
yes, I do.
You already know one of them, but
yes, I do.
I don't know. I guess I'm a
Ultimate Spider-Man is coming out.
Yes, it is. Yes. Oh, I'm buying the crap. Hey, everybody that's watching, please buy the crap out of that so we can get a volume 2, 3, 4, all the way to Death of Spider-Man, please.
Well, I do know I'm double dipping. I have that omnibus, but the binding is kind of falling apart on the one I have.
A lot of them older ones are definitely falling apart.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to that Deathstroke by Priest.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I am ready.
Heading out. Have a good night. Congratulations, sir. You deserved that book. So congrats. Dan said his favorite part of his day is when I walk in, and that's just so romantic. I appreciate it. Nah, Dan is the homie.
Oh.
But yeah,
type of way.
Legion of Superheroes Omnibus. That's a thing. I think that is a thing that's next year. I think they're doing another Legion of Superheroes Omnibus.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a volume 2.
They just put it in the catalog, right?
Mm-hmm. DC got a lot of heavy hitters coming out next year.
Yeah, DC is reprinting everything that I bought. I'm just glad I didn't pay more than cover for all the stuff I bought.
Same.
Casey also works at Ultimate Comics Rally, or also owns Ultimate Comics Rally. Let me not say that wrong. And Casey's dope. Casey always checks me out, like checks out the book, the register thing.
Okay.
That's
No, are you bad?
I'm pretty sure Casey and Dan are still an item. Isn't that what they still call it that these days? An item.
You brought it back. If it's gone, I didn't know it was gone. So
I've been reading Walking Dead just as they reprint the color ones, like the Walking Dead Deluxe. I mean, it's zombie books. I like it.
Walking Dead is such an awesome series. I had stopped when Negan killed
Glenn. That's when I stopped.
Yes, Glenn.
That's when I stopped.
I was so hurt. And then to see that in the show, I was like,
it was bad. It's bad enough to see it on pages. Now I gotta actually watch it.
No, I didn't want to watch it either. But the show's writing was so good, I couldn't stop because I wanted to be nosy and see what happens next.
Remember that time, like 3 seconds ago, when I said I'm just reading Walking Dead as they reprint it?
Yeah.
And then you proceeded to spoil just major plot points right.
Oh, I thought you'd seen the show. I'm sorry.
I'm messing. I'm joking, man.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm sorry.
I don't mind spoilers, like, because
no, I don't. I still don't like to do it.
I just want to see how it happens, like, somebody.
Okay, well, at least we ain't say how.
Yeah, at least we ain't saying that.
But yeah, Dan and Casey are the best. Ultimate Comics Rally is great. Even though they didn't pay me to say that, it's still true. Clarence is excited for it. Yes, Omar just announced both of these. Page and Black Panther.
Man,
I wanted to see Priest get an omnibus.
Same. But I'm buying. You know what? I'm still gonna buy it though. I'm finna show Marvel. I really want that. I'm finna show. Since it's pretty much getting close to being Priest's time because we getting that Deathstroke on DC.
That's why buys what he does. He's just trying to send a message to Marvel, be like, "Hey, I'm buying this.
Listen, I'm buying this because I want this."
Have you guys ever found, like, I found Christopher Priest's blog? It's still online.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's like super old HTML and like But yeah, Christopher Priest's blog is still online, and he's got like a year by year account of his time on Black Panther and what was going on editorially, and how many times they thought the book was going to get canceled, and why he feels like Black comics like don't get shine, and what.
Wow.
There's even he writes about his time on Steel with Dennis Cowan, and he's got smoke for Dennis Cowan at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he was there when they founded Milestone. He came up with a lot of the stuff we love about Milestone came from Priest, including the Milestone logo.
Legend.
For a long time, he didn't get credit for that, and I think that is what comes through in those blog posts. But man, like, he was not holding back any punches.
No, he was.
If Christopher Priest didn't like you, like,
he'll tell you
know about it because it still lives on the internet right now.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, Chris, we rooting for you, brother. I want that. I want his Black Panther. By the way, I look back at the artwork in that run. So much nostalgia, and Black Panther almost kind of had a Spawn vibe going on. I really enjoyed the artwork in that run, the story and the art. Both of them. You got the trade paperbacks?
This,
man,
it's my.
Look how thick that omnibus will be, Noah. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, it would definitely be a big boy. I feel like it's just two, but whatever.
See, that's War of the Realms right there.
But this volume 3, did I tell you guys the story of how I got volume 3?
No.
Mm-mm.
So volume 3 of these complete collections has been out of print for a minute. I bought most of these on eBay, but volume 3 was going for like $150 or something stupid at the time.
Shut up. That's a whole DC omnibus.
Yeah.
So I'm on the Marvel website. I'm in the Marvel Insider thing where you got to just watch random videos to get points. I'll have to tell you guys later what happens when you become a true believer, the highest status on the Marvel Insider website. Spoiler alert, you get a wallpaper, and that's it.
A wallpaper?
That's the huge prize, a wallpaper. But anyway,
that I can get from Google and search the quality of the image for free.
So I'm trying to win.
Marvel, you impressed me.
I'm trying to get true believer status, thinking it's going to give me something great, right? I'm watching a video and they do an interview with this shop owner, who I think this was like the pandemic wasn't a thing because I was still going to work, but something had happened and like his shop just wasn't doing as well, and he had started some kind of initiative, and Marvel took notice. It was Mind's Eye Comics, I want to say in Minnesota, but anyway, I'm watching this dude give this interview, and behind his head is a set of these. And I'm like, yo, like, I wonder if he still has that volume 3. They couldn't have filmed it that long ago. And so I find the dude's name. I find him on LinkedIn, send him an email like, yo, like, I was watching this interview. I saw you have Black Panther volume 3. Like, can you sell it to me? And he's like, oh yeah, call the shop. They'll do an order. And so I got this book for cover price, which is $34.99 plus shipping.
Wow. I'm not gonna call you lucky. You are blessed.
That is my craziest how I got this story.
That is nuts.
Like, just I'm just I'm like, dang, I can't find volume 3 for less than $160.
Let me see the cover for volume 3 again.
Oh yeah, volume 3. That's this one.
Look at that. See, don't he got kind of like a Spawn vibe going? Look how long that.
That's like Spawn. That's like Spawn and Cassie Kane Batgirl.
For real. Yeah. The black and gold. That is fire. See, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Woo!
Crazy, man.
I hope Marvel choose the right covers if they do that.
And I mean, this run makes so much more sense as an omnibus. Like, there's so much that's in here.
Yeah.
That ended up in those movies or in that.
Yeah, that run heavily influenced the movie.
The only way I can see, the only way I see Coates' run needing to be an omnibus first is if Volume 2 is taking T'Challa into space. But Volume 2 isn't taking T'Challa anywhere, so I got to figure out what's going on. But
yeah, I'm surprised with the movie being a success that they did not think about that run first.
If I had to get rid of one of the main Justice League members, who would it be and why? Who should have been there?
Are you talking about the or? Man, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I can.
Yeah, I think BJ would agree with that.
Well, I like Superman on the Justice League.
Yeah, but
I think a lot of people like Superman more as a side character than a main character. I cannot choose though, because I love each of them and they all have their own strength. I mean, you can't go without Batman or Superman. I mean, Batman has the brain, Superman has the strength. I'll probably go. Dang, I cannot.
I don't know.
And then you can't, because if you take one out, they'll be without strength without each one. Cyborg has the technology, Flash has the speed. You know what I'm saying? They all make a whole body.
Green Lantern is not necessary.
So I probably would say Green Lantern, even though I would say none of them. But
now I'm going based off animated appearances, because that's where I mostly experienced the whole Justice League.
I was thinking of both sides from what I've read and what I've watched. Yeah, and I'm like, I'll probably go with Green Lantern. Since we haven't had a Green Lantern in the DCEU just yet, we can see how they operate without him. So I guess we'll go with
Dan and Sugarman both believe that Cyborg should be better.
I totally agree. But
So, yeah.
But I loved him in New 52 Justice League, just saying.
He said, just saying.
Just saying. Or did you see Snyder Cut? Where, okay, I ain't going to go down that road.
Me and you've been back and forth down that road about 7 times.
But Ray Fisher was incredible. See, don't get me started. See, this is why we need to have another one.
Right, because here we are 20 minutes. We
are way over time. See, I didn't I got lost in time.
I'm getting rid of. Ooh, it's so easy to say Cyclops, but then when you read the stories, you really can't get rid of Cyclops.
You selling some stuff, BJ?
What?
Oh, I said, are you selling some stuff?
Oh no, I'm not selling anything.
You're giving.
What? What are you talking?
I'm just playing.
So,
he said, "What?"
I heard him say, "Get rid of something else."
I'm going.
Oh, you was reading a comment.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm going Psylocke, and that's only because of that whole like body switching thing. Like, I don't quite get Psylocke, although she's like definitely dope. I like seeing Psylocke do stuff, but yeah, that's why I'm going on top of my head.
X-Men character. See, I have the same problem with them as with Justice League. If you get rid of one, something will fall off.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of those rare occasions when every single person plays a crucial part, you know.
Exactly. I'll probably agree and say
if I'm
Emma
going
Frost.
on a cartoon, we can get rid of Jubilee.
I'm torn right now. I'll probably say Emma Frost.
That is great. That is great.
Dang, that's some rough questions.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Why everybody want to get rid of people?
Cyclops is a glorified goon. Listen, I can't get rid of Cyclops just off the strength of his 90s costume. Like,
what? These comments, man. Too much as a couple.
This is crazy.
Since that is apparent. Yeah. There's so many X-Men comics out there, man.
I'm supposed to be recording a video about my thoughts on all the X-Men.
Each member, or
no, just the state of the X-Men line.
Oh, right, the whole.
Because it took me until like the start of this stream to realize it had been 2 years since I read House of X and Powers of 10.
Wow. And
that means I've been reading X-Men comics for 2 years, and I still feel like we're at the beginning of that story. Man. It's not moving along like the way I feel like it should. Even though we're getting like these huge events happening. Like we got Araco, we got the new terraformed Mars. Like we're getting huge things going on, but it still doesn't feel like the story is really progressing. Like, it's weird. The stream is energy right now. Yo, no one lives in the Sistine Chapel. Like, what is going on?
I do not live in the. Oh my god!
Noah's got columns and recessed lighting, and this antique frame.
It don't matter what it is, bro. I stay getting roasted. That's just how it is.
Noah, you just cannot have a break at all. But even off live, like you just cannot have a break.
That's hilarious. It's just.
No, are you really back in the group though?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. I just had to ask one more again because.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
But
wow.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, X-Men has a lot of content. Jeez.
So I gotta wrap things up, but if I haven't already, because I didn't get to do the review that I wanted to do.
Oh.
Buy this book. Whoever's watching this.
Oh, Milestone Hardware.
Buy this book. This Hardware, Season 1, Issue 1. This is the homage cover, homaging Deathlock.
Ooh.
By Dennis Cowan. It's Dennis Cowan homaging Dennis Cowan, which is just great. This is Bill Sienkiewicz.
Look.
Those
Those some
colors are
fire covers, man.
This is the 1 in 25.
oh man.
Look at that.
Something Ortiz.
You've done that a couple times in your videos, and it cracks me up.
Listen, man, like I can't keep these people's information in my head like Omar does.
Look,
Like,
I can't do that either.
I don't have a cheat sheet next to me. Like,
No, I can't do that stuff either. I don't remember every single artist, but
this is Hardware, the Man in the Machine. If you click the link in the description to my Amazon store and click on the section that's titled The Color of Comics, you'll find this trade paperback on Amazon. This is Dennis Cowan and Dwayne McDuffie, and it's awesome. So that's my go buy this for the week, since I'm not going to get to post the review that I wanted to.
You know what, BJ? If I could throw this out there,
yeah.
Since this is a great time for independents and stuff like that, have you read anything by Valiant?
No.
Valiant.
You have. Hold on.
If y'all hear and y'all read stuff from Valiant Entertainment, they are amazing. Bloodshot, Ninjak, all that stuff.
This
man.
is what I have from Valiant. I have The Valiant.
Oh my goodness.
Jeff Lemire and Matt Kent and Paulo Rivera.
Listen,
and Joe Rivera.
See, that's a great cover. I am keeping my eyes on those guys. They are killing the game for me. Love Bloodshot, one of my favorite characters. Ninjak is another one of my favorite. Oh my God.
Ninjak has a new series out. Ninjak.
Yeah, just dropped. Yeah.
There's an Ultimate Comics exclusive cover for Ninjak #1.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
you guys should
Valiant is killing it. Love Valiant, man. I hope they release some Omnis or re-release those deluxe editions they had years ago. They are incredible.
My understanding is that I need to read this and then read this. Does it matter? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. In my opinion, they're both jumping on points.
Okay.
So,
well, again, my plan for the rest of the year is to do a lot more reading of the stuff that's on my shelves, so I can do some retro reviews. So you'll see retro reviews of these. I'm probably going to read Priest Black Panther Run whenever Volume 2 comes out, or the movie 2 comes out.
Hey.
But guys, we're at this point, we're like 30 minutes over.
I'm sorry, BJ. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm glad that I didn't miss this, because I couldn't miss this for the world, brother. I really look up to you and your channel, and I'm really enjoying what you're doing. I mean, you grew so fast, which is so inspo. And I saw your messy tail in my Q&A asking, who is your biggest inspiration and why is it DJ King? I just recorded the video yesterday and I said, I forgot this boy said that.
That was hilarious. That was funny. Quantum and Woody, that's written by Priest too. I need to check it out. He has a Quantum and Woody.
Quantum and Woody is hilarious.
There's a Quantum and Woody Deluxe sitting in Ultimate Comics Raleigh right now. I'll probably buy it this weekend at their buy two, get one free sale. And I'm plugging again for free since we're at the end of the stream or whatever. But
we've been at the end of the stream for 35 minutes.
Hey, listen, this is your fault. So
it's about half of, how you said it earlier with the UK, half of 6.
Half 12.
Half of 12.
Half 12. Yeah. So yeah, you guys go to Ultimate Comics Raleigh. They're, like I said, toys, a bunch of stuff. It's buy two, get one free. I specifically have my eye on 2 things that I'm not going to name, because then you'll go buy them and I'll be mad. But there's things in the store.
I live in Vegas.
There's things in the store that I've been like just kind of watching and waiting for a sale to happen, and now
they'll still hook you up. I mean, you are already sponsored. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
So I'm sure we'll work something out. I'm pretty sure Dan knows what I'm looking at too. But anyway, I appreciate you guys all for being here. Congrats to the winners, Ronnie, Kev,
Lawrence.
Lauren. Look at
Yep.
you remembering people's names. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate you all watching. Thank you guys for this milestone. Like 3,000. It's not lost on me. Like I know we're all chasing 100,000 or whatever we're chasing for YouTube numbers, but I legit don't know 3,000 people. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving me a space to talk about comics and things that I enjoy.
Congrats, BJ. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Oh, no problem, man.
Man.
We got to do this again and deal with Noah's issues.
Check out these guys' channels. Why are your names not showing up? But anyway, check out these guys' channels.
There we go.
There we go.
You will book BJ up.
See, Dan owes me though, because what Dan does is Dan will just like sell me random things that I had no intention of buying. Dan gets like an extra $100 out of me every week. Like,
See, Dan, you are in good hands, and Dan, and BJ, you are in good hands. There you go.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. But yeah, I had to check on the baby, make sure my house hasn't fallen apart.
Yes, sir.
And,
all right, we got to do this again.
We'll do it again. Eventually, I'll make the Hangout a weekly thing, and we'll bring in guests. We'll do interviews. I'll get Dan to come up here. We'll do all that stuff. It'll be fun.
Right on, BJ. Congrats again, man. Congrats again.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys had fun. Well, hope you saw something you liked during this live stream. If not, that's cool, man. Because you can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy and be nice to others.
Be nice.
Because what? Because kindness makes the world go round.
I almost said it too towards the end. I was like, I know what he's gonna say because I've watched that many of the videos, so I know what he's gonna say. I'm sorry,
just remember that I didn't try to steal your outro right there, okay?
Right?
That was Davion.
I didn't try. I was just gonna end it for him. So see, I'm a fan too.
That's hilarious.
All for your viewing pleasure.
And with that, this is how we sign off.